Is it just me, or does self-improvement sometimes feel like you're just becoming a watered-down version of someone else? You try to follow the ideal man. Hamza told you to become Adonis. Fresh and Fit told you to copy their lifestyle. Even after doing everything supposedly right, why do you still feel empty on the inside? Having an ideal figure to follow isn't a bad thing. In fact, for a lot of people, that's the first step towards their change. And when you're lost or stuck in a rut, that is pretty much a canon event that most Gen Z people go through nowadays. We end up copying someone else's life plan. As you see the success that they've gained, so following their path must get you to the same position, right? This can make the process easier as it gives you a direction, a path to walk on, just like how the school provided an education path for you when you were young. But here's where the issue comes in. People go from being inspired by that some ideal person to instead trying to become that ideal person exactly. And in doing so, you throw parts of yourself that made you you. You trade your identity for some watered down version of someone else. And slowly, you start feeling that disconnection. You think you're doing the right things, but you don't feel right on the inside. You're stuck in this inner battle between who you were and who you're pretending to be, and neither side wins because you're not being real with yourself, which causes mental warfare to go on indefinitely without a foreseeable end to it. So, how can following an ideal person do more harm than good? As well, I've been through this mental battle before, and it got pretty deep. When I first got into self improvement, I went all in on this ideal version of myself. I thought I had to be cold, stoic, emotionless, and dominant. You know, that whole alpha male package. And I remember during this time, I was talking to a girl. She seemed perfect for me as we had a common interest. We enjoyed doing activities together. She was sweet, polite to me and others. I thought I got the whole package by following this new ideal person. Every time we talked, I was putting on a mask, that Andrew Tate kind of energy, you know? Like I had to act like some serious, intense guy because that's what I thought was attractive. That's what I thought would make me respected by others. But the truth is, that wasn't me. Naturally, if you see me in person now, I'm more of a joyful, energetic, playful, goofy, freaky type of guy. But I suppressed all of that. And eventually, she saw through. Then that led to the connection falling apart between us, not because of who I was, but because I was pretending to be someone I wasn't. And that made me realize I was building a fake version of myself that was pushing people away. As well as copying another man's ideals will cause you to develop envy towards them, as well as a deep level of guiltiness. For example, when Andrew Tate told me to start an online business, I started one out, and a few months later, after starting it, I managed to make myself £100 within a month, all by myself from selling my old stuff for profit. However, my joy for the accomplishment quickly faded as Tate continued to flex all of his money and wealth and how he's making 100k per month while calling me a brokey if I'm not at his level. This made me so envious towards him instead of looking up at him for motivation. And this caused me to have a negatively filled mindset where I compared myself to others constantly. This cycle just causes you to go down an endless negative spiral, which continues to destroy you and your drive for anything in your life as you keep comparing your results to the ideal man, not your past self. So, after some time of thinking about this, I've come up with a new way on how to deal with this kind of situation. You can follow people like Hamza or Adonis or any high level figure, but you have to do it with good intention. As instead of copying them one to one scale, what you should do instead is take the traits that you like from them that actually fit you and align them with your goals and values, not their goals and values. As that's how you become a real version of yourself and become your best self and not a clone of someone else. So let me break this down for you. Number one, take the traits that generally suit you. These ideal figures have some great qualities, for example, discipline, work ethic, confidence. The list can go on. But you don't need to take the whole package at face value. You can just take what speaks to you. Keep the traits that improve your life and discard the ones that don't feel right. That's how you grow authentically while becoming a better version of yourself. Number two, test different variations. If that ideal figure of yours says to do a sport like martial arts in order to be strong and healthy, well, that could work for some people. So if that works for you, cool. But if martial arts isn't your thing after you tried it out, don't put yourself down thinking that you can't become the ideal person if you can't follow through on the same path they did. Instead, try different things. For example, you could try gym, running, calisthenics, yoga, the list goes on. And for me personally, I went all in martial arts first because that's what people like Hamza said. I tried boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai, you name it. But in the end, I realized I didn't love any of them. So I went to other means of exercise. So I stuck with the gym. And that felt right to me. Slowly over time, I started to see progress in that. And that's how you build something sustainable over a long period of time by doing what actually works for you. And number three, build your own version of the ideal person. And this one here is the most important one. Instead of trying to become the ideal version of a man, build your ideal version of what you want it to be. And sit down and ask yourself these kind of questions. What kind of person do I want to be? What kind of life do I want to live? Then use these traits that you picked up from others to build on top of that. And that's how you stay consistent. And that's how you feel proud and, fulfilled on the inside of who you are. Because guess what? That is you. That is your doing. That's your will. You did everything there based on what you wanted. And you'll feel so much fulfillment from that. So then you not become a copy and a clone of someone else. You're just a better version of the person you always wanted to be. So, to wrap up the video, do you agree or disagree with my points? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you experience this kind of feeling or something similar to what I've explained in the video. If you have a problem related to this video, comment it down below and me and the others will try and help you out and assist you in that point. Comment this random word below to let me know you made it this far in the video and that you're a real one. So take care and bye.